today. It's Saturday Night Fever and all things 70s, from roller skating to a Perkins girl turned folk singer and some mod coffee and crepes in Tulsa.
Travel with AAA's Discover Oklahoma.
Hi and welcome to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally.
We are celebrating the 70s today, concentrating on the disco part of Discover Oklahoma.
That's right. You remember, Atari games,
Yeah.
disco balls, lava lamps.
All that
and there
good
are also
stuff.
there are places like this too.
I'm happy to know there still are places where you can go and roller boogie.
That's right. And we're coming to you from Southwestern Skate in Oklahoma City. It's a fun place, and it's actually where the fun times just keep on rolling.
Southwestern Skate has been entertaining Oklahoma families since it was built back in 1967 with an out-of-the-ordinary claim to fame.
It has bumps, and by bumps, some people call them waves. It's like speed bumps that you skate across, and that's what we're known for. People come back from all around to come to the rink with the bumps.
It's been lovingly recreated by Janet Hardridge and Company since they took over this South OKC landmark back in '91.
We've had it since 1991, and I've been skating since I was 5. So it's just something I'm really interested in. I'm a skating coach and teach skating as well as run the skating center. We have put hours and hours of work. We have went from a concrete floor to a wood floor, which took many, many hours and days of work. And new skates, we just keep it going. We do it for the kids. Our main goal is to have the kids to have a place to come and skate that's safe, fun, and enjoyable. We are mainly a drop-off business. You come on a Friday night, there's very few cars in the parking lot. People are shocked when they come in and see 500 kids skating around. It's just a good thing for the young teens and tweens.
But if you do want to bring the whole family to Southwestern Skate, the good news is you don't have to take everything out of savings to afford it.
During the week, it's only $5 a person. That includes regular skate rental. So a family of 4 can come in and skate for $20, spend $15 and have pizza and drinks and make a night of it. 3 hours for $35.
Though you may want to bring a little extra for souvenirs.
We have a stuff shop that's just fabulous. We do all the latest blinky items. We have pacifiers, bows, you name it, swords, everything that blinks under the sun.
Southwestern Skate is ready to host your next birthday party, whether you're 6 or 60.
We do birthday parties for all ages. Kids start skating as young as 2 and 3 years of age. And we do parties clear up. Our oldest birthday party was for a 72-year-old.
But most of all, Southwestern Skate is dedicated to adding the roll to your rock.
Most people say they come here because it feels like a skating rink and it's fun. I mean, from the moment they walk in, they can hear the music outside. The music is piped outside. So before they even get in, they're already bobbing their head, going to the beat of the music, and it's just a fun atmosphere. Just a really fun, safe atmosphere for people.
Southwestern Skate can get you set up for your next fun outing, birthday party, or school event. You'll find all the information you need on the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com.
All right, we've stepped back into the 70s, and now I have to tell you that we're going to go back a little bit further.
Oh, how far?
Well, you may think the 60s, given the fact that our next destination is called Mods, but one of their specialties is crepes or crepes, depending on your
Where are
school
you
of
from?
thought.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, that's a treat that's been around for centuries.
Even older than you and me, my friend, and you can find them in downtown Tulsa, which is never short on history.
For owner Rusty Rowe, it all started wanting to open a cafe unlike anything in downtown Tulsa. He wanted to provide a little fun escapism. From there, this international cornucopia was created. Crepes are French, gelato and espresso are Italian. Throw in some other European elements, house them in a beautiful Art Deco building, and you got yourself something special. Not in the mood for a deli sandwich? Well, this is your place. Savory and sweet crepes. Not in the mood for mediocre coffee? Mods can satisfy. Not in the mood for regular ice cream? Modify your taste buds at Mods with Gelato. But crepes are the anchor around which everything revolves, and funny enough, that's how crepes are made, spinning and revolving. You can watch as a little bit of batter is put on this grill, and then as it turns, a spatula-like instrument slowly expands it, creating a very thin like pancake. There's a wide assortment of fillings from which to choose. Now, most people are familiar with sweet crepes, but savory is getting everyone's attention now.
And they're as popular as the sweet ones over in France and much of Europe. You know, they'll have a ham and cheese crepe and some kind of dessert crepe. So we tried to and do both so that it's something that if a business person is on their lunch, they could come in here and get something really fast. Or if it's somebody on a date going to one of the shows downtown, they could stop in and get a dessert crepe if they like.
And there's so much to like at Mods. Next on the agenda, coffee.
We use locally roasted beans, a company called Nordagio's. They have a shop up by ORU, but they roast out of a warehouse at 15th and Garnett. He has an amazing 1940s restored Italian belt-driven all-gas roaster, like how they would traditionally roast coffee. He makes amazing stuff. We do everything we can to make sure that that quality stays there before it gets to the customer's mouth.
I'm a big fan of gelato. Mods is the only place in Tulsa that has more than one flavor. They do everything in-house here. This gelato is made in-house. And half the restaurants in Tulsa, they get their gelato from Mods.
This place is simply very hip, very fun, enhanced by its location on the very stylish Boston Avenue in the classic nearly 100-year-old Grand Filcade Tower. Now, Mods gets a tremendous amount of traffic from the area hotels. From all the travel and food websites, Mods continues to receive rave reviews. It's obvious they work very hard at making everyone feel welcome when they come in. And the people coming in, well, it's an eclectic crowd.
So we're gonna have, you know, your more artsy kind of college kids come in here. You have your businessmen, you have pretty much any walk of life is gonna come in here, and it's great to see somebody like studying next to somebody doing like spreadsheets.
A tantalizing mixture of delicious food, mind-blowing coffee, and tasty gelato bringing people together. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, don't skate off, because up next we're going to tell you about an Oklahoma hotel that can add a new award to its resume.
And remember the pet rocks from the 70s? Well, we're going to have your pet rock, but of course it has an Okie twist.
And we'll catch up with a self-described flower child from Perkins who certainly knows how to bring red dirt music to life when AAA's Discover Oklahoma returns.
We had some family members that had switched to AAA, and they kept telling us how much money they were saving, and found out they could save us money too, and so we ended up switching. We have 3 kids, and there's not a lot of money left at the end of every month. It ended up saving us quite a bit. Our car insurance alone saved us probably about $600. Any money you can save during the month and have some left over, that's a pretty big deal. Having insurance is important. Having affordable insurance that you can trust is a blessing.
Want to get away? Oklahoma road trips are fuel for the soul. To get your motor running, visit travelok.com for brochures, inspiration, and loads of savings. A few clicks will put you on the open road to adventure. At travelok.com/road trips, it's easy to find a getaway that moves you. We've reinvented the road trip. Come along for the ride.
Approximately a year and a half ago, my friend Gary Wise, who I go to church with, had become a AAA agency, and he had asked me, he said, let's just check, see what we can do.
We tried to compare apples to apples to his current coverage.
And my premium went down $800 for the same insurance for this house. I was tickled. I mean, $800 is a lot of money. Go see Gary. Get your AAA insurance. It's head and shoulders above the rest of the companies.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. Now, today's show is spotlighting destinations that pay homage to the 70s. We're coming to you from southwestern skate in Oklahoma City. This is a great place. It's a fun place. And we're actually going to see if we can get back our former groovier selves.
That was the intent. I think at this point we've kind of given up on being hip. We're just trying not to break a hip. We're kind of down to that.
You know what? If they crank up the music, it may look like we're actually moving and maybe not make a trip to the ER.
Well, in the meantime, Marshall Wagner has caught up with the music maker in Perkins, who's got a sound that's rooted in our red dirt music that would make Woody Guthrie proud.
Monica Taylor grew up listening to church hymns.
I remember following along with the notes of the hymnal during the congregational singing, and I'd listen to my mom sing the melody, and at the end of a line, I'd say, "Did I sing it right?" And she'd say, "Yeah."
Monica listened to her parents' record collection.
So I went through Mom and Dad's old country music albums and learned as many of those as I could.
Monica Taylor listened to the voices of folks in her hometown of Perkins, and she listened to the rhythms of the Cimarron River.
In college, I had a bluegrass band called the Wayfaring Strangers at OSU, and I went out to the farm where the Red Dirt Rangers and Jimmy LaFave and Bob Childers all met and played all their songs for each other, and I'd go out and there'd be jams, groups of people playing music all over. Big yard, under the moon, under the trees, and that is where my heart just, I said, that's for me.
She packed up her guitar and went on the road until Oklahoma, as it often does, pulled Monica home again. Her first solo effort produced a CD called Cimarron Valley Girl, which found its way into some influential hands, and one afternoon, Monica got a call.
And it was Garrison Keillor from A Prairie Home Companion. And it was on a Friday afternoon, and he said, "I've wondered, I've been listening to Cimarron Valley Girl here."
Garrison Keillor loved what he'd heard and invited Monica to come on his show. But if you think that nationwide boost to her fan base might citify this red dirt girl, think again.
I'm very simple. I'm a country girl. I really love people, and I genuinely want to be a help to others. In music, you do that in so many ways.
These days, when Monica isn't sharing her satchel of songs at Woody Fest, where she's become a mainstay, or singing with the Cherokee Maidens, a Western swing trio, or traveling the country playing all sorts of venues, she's at home in Perkins, in the barn-style home she built in the middle of her family's pecan grove. Here she welcomes loyal rescue dogs, other music makers, she's even hosted concerts here, and more recently, the love of her life.
I met Dwight Johnson, the man I've been waiting for my whole entire life. I mean, as soon as I saw him, I knew that's him.
They met in a laundromat in Nevada as Monica was touring the festival circuit, and the two married a few months later. Monica says that just as music led her to her soulmate, music could work magic on a larger scale as well.
If the leaders of this world could just come together and sit around a campfire with an instrument, I think that world peace would have a lot better chance of happening.
But in the meantime, Monica Taylor will continue to bring folks together one song at a time, like she's doing with her latest CD, Cotton Shirt.
You know, when you step on stage, you've got a song, you've got a message to deliver. So I know I'm doing the right thing, and just it feels good inside.
With Monica Taylor in Perkins, I'm Shel Wagner.
All right, put down that remote. Actually, we need help, but that's a whole other thing. Don't go anywhere, because coming up, we have a one-of-a-kind state treasure.
And it's the couples skate, so we'll need you. If you've ever wished you had your old Leon Russell records back, we're here to help. When AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues right after this.
We had some family members that had switched to AAA, and they kept telling us how much money they were saving and kept telling us that we should look into it. And so we decided that we should go see what we could do. We have 3 kids, and there's not a lot of money left at the end of every month, and so any penny that you can save is a big deal. AAA was something I always heard of when I was growing up, and when people talked about it, they talked about it in a reliable way. And so when we switched to AAA, it was something that we just trusted from the beginning. It ended up saving us quite a bit. Our car insurance alone saved us probably about $600 a year. Our life insurance, we were actually able to double our coverage, and our premium still went down close to about half as well. Again, it's not something you ever want to think about as you grow up and become a grown-up with a family, but it's definitely something that you need to have. Having insurance is important. Having affordable insurance that you can trust is a blessing.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. If you've ever wanted to find a way to locate all your favorite Oklahoma artists working their way up the charts, we found the authority on that.
We sure have. Or you may just be wanting to rediscover some of your old kind of music that you like, well, this place has got you covered on that front too.
Justin Sowers and Travis Searle met back at OU when they were living in the dorms and working as pizza delivery guys. After chatting at work, they realized they both had the same passion, good music. Eventually, the two worked up a plan to start a business that would get good music to the people who wanted it. They decided two intelligent music fanatics would have a better chance to succeed than one, and to prove to each other how serious they were, they came up with their own litmus test.
Being willing to part with an awesome record collection just to make sure that there was awesome stuff in here from day one.
Justin had about 1,200 LPs and 400 CDs. Travis had about 400 LPs and 1,500 CDs. When the shop was ready to open, Justin and Travis each put their entire personal music collections in there so they'd have great used stock for the opening. Since those early days, Guest Room Records has grown into a larger space in Norman, then added another location in Oklahoma City on Western, and most recently opened a third store in Oklahoma City's Bricktown. These guys must be doing something right.
We're not trying to get rich by doing this, and I think that's, it's not a turnkey business franchise that we bought from somebody or that we rent from somebody. We're passionate about what we do, and not trying to get rich doing it. We're music fans just like our customers. We are collectors just like our customers.
To be sure, Justin and Travis know music inside and out, and if you're looking for some local sounds to love, they might have a suggestion or two.
Of course, the Starlight Mint's from Norman, Oklahoma. Got Red City Radio and the Streets of Thieves. Streets of Thieves play sort of a metal-influenced punk, post-punk sort of thing. They're really good. They're growing a lot. They've added a new guitar player, and they'll be big. Old Oklahoma City favorite, El Paso Hot Bud. Very, very talented, great songs, blues inspired. This kid's got a lot of heart, writes great songs. Definitely check him out. He plays around here all the time. Stark Weather Boys, one of my personal favorites. Everybody in this band is absolutely astoundingly talented at all their instruments. They play sort of a roots rock and roll, rockabilly type thing. Stand-up bass, pedal steel, the whole 9 yards. They play around here and in Tulsa pretty frequently. This is their album, nationally distributed, Archer Street Blues. Should be great. You should definitely check it out.
Sometimes the best destinations are ones that expand our perspectives and spool up some distant memories. Guest Room Records does those things and more at 3 locations, 7 days a week.
All right, lots more coming up. We're going to show you a new way to rock.
In fact, where 4 rocks in the form of diamonds have been bestowed when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues.
In early April of this year, we had one of the most violent hailstorms I've ever seen in my life. And my wife called me, and you could hear the noise over the telephone. By the time I got home, got out here from town, there was hail everywhere, baseball, size hail, golf ball everywhere. My truck was beat to pieces. It was a pretty violent hailstorm. I called my AAA agent, Gary Wise, a friend of mine, asked him what the procedure was, give me the phone numbers, we need to turn this in.
We hope to always be there whenever they need us, and that is the most important client that we have, is the one that we're talking to at the time.
I feel AAA has treated me with the utmost respect. I feel like they went above and beyond to be respectful of our time and our property.
AAA definitely is there for the right reason. The president of the insurance company called and asked, what could they do to help Woodward and help our clients in their time of need.
Welcome back. AAA makes this show possible and does a lot of other great things around our state.
Such as bestow the prestigious AAA 4-Diamond Award on deserving hotels and restaurants around our state.
And in the coming weeks, we're going to be spotlighting some of those facilities and finding out just what it takes to win that coveted AAA 4-Diamond rating.
The AAA 4-Diamond Award is the best of the best, and that certainly describes a stay at the Choctaw Casino Resort Grand Tower in Durant.
I'm hoping they have one of the greatest entertainment experience of their life when they walk in our door. When they pull up our boulevard, they see the beautiful fire and water features. At nights, the colors of our building, how it changes colors during the night, and just driving into our boulevard, it's a breathtaking experience.
And what an experience indeed. There are 330 rooms in the hotel, ranging from queens, double queens, and king size, and all are wonderfully decorated and very comfortable. If you're wanting something more, there are 2 executive suites. The resort has both an inside swimming pool and outside pool. If it's cabanas you are wanting, you may reserve those, and they are air conditioned. The entire resort has been designed, and management wants to be known as a destination, a family entertainment destination. Consequently, the resort built the Oasis, an impressive pool area with several levels with hot tubs and a water slide for the kids. Parents can bring the kids here and have a wonderful family vacation.
This is an entertainment venue. We want them to have fun, we want them to enjoy themselves, and we want them to be able to go away and say, hey, have you visited the Choctaw Casino? That is an awesome place to go.
Congratulations to the Choctaw Casino Resort Grand Tower on earning the AAA 4-Diamond Award.
Visit a AAA of Oklahoma office near you for all the details and to chat with a travel expert. Well, we've caught a touch of Saturday Night Fever this week, looking back on all the fun things from the 70s. You know, the lava lamps, mood rings, flower power, and of course, pet rocks.
I remember all those. In fact, our Shel Wagner in our next story combined flower power with pet rocks and discovered it's something you can only do in Oklahoma.
You can search the whole world over and you won't find them anywhere but here, in a narrow band of central Oklahoma sandstone.
That runs north-south from about Guthrie down to Pauls Valley.
Sure, there are some rose rock wannabes in other states, in other countries for that matter. Grayish crystals, usually made of fragile selenite. Maybe I'm biased, but the drab clumps found elsewhere seem like the homely cousins to our beautiful, sparkling red rosettes. For centuries, folks living atop our rose rock stash kicked the stones about. Farmers considered them a nuisance. I guess you could say we were a bit spoiled and took the rocks for granted. But in 1968, the sand barite rosette finally got some long overdue recognition and was crowned Oklahoma's state rock. Not long after, Joe and Nancy Stein started to earn a crown of their own.
We have been called the king and queen of rose rock.
They came up with the Rose Rock Bouquet in 1971, and a few months later were supplying museums and gift shops all over Oklahoma, and still do. You can swing into their studio, gallery, and museum in Noble and take home a one-of-a-kind sous-vide. They're open year-round. Tourists stop in from all over, and the Steins tell me that out-of-towners are oftentimes amazed by rose rocks and confused.
Lightning striking foreign book.
Yeah, we've heard the magnetic field and all this.
They think we made them.
Joe says the best place to find rose rocks is in ditches and gullies where there has been erosion or road construction.
Some people have been finding little ones at Lake Stanley Draper, mostly around the dam and I think on the east side.
The more I learned about rose rocks, the more I wanted some to call my own, so Joe agreed to take me on a treasure hunt.
It's kind of like digging potatoes.
It is, isn't it? Joe can tell with a glance which clumps of dirt will clean up nicely. Even if you don't have a nose for rose rocks the way Joe and Nancy do, just exploring the Rose Rock region holds some magic. From the gently rolling hills to the scrub oak and persimmon trees growing along the creek beds. And if you are so lucky as to find a rose rock, it may surprise you how proud you feel holding this rarity that's ours and ours alone, carved from our red soil, connected to our past, striking and yet resilient, this perfect little piece of Oklahoma.
This is the 8th wonder of the world.
Could be.
In Noble, I'm Shel Wagner.
That's our show for this week. We've had a great time looking back at the 70s. Thanks to the folks here at Southwestern Skate, which is on Western, just north of I-240 in Oklahoma City. A really fun place to come and visit, for hosting us and at least trying to help us get our groove back.
And they didn't have to call 911. I really like that.
That's
Absolutely.
good. That's a plus.
And we also appreciate you watching very much.
Next week, be Queen for a day. Crowning destinations fit for royalty, from a divine tea room and sumptuous lodging to real-life artifacts from palaces across the pond. Hope you'll join us.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.
All right, you want to give this a shot?
I will. I'm game if you are. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.